Wake up, Daddy's home.
I feel the need for speed.
And it's shaking big time. Damn the torpedoes!
Everybody on? Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
Yes. We're back.
We'll do it live. I freely admit, I sing the opening theme to this with great power and force.
And responsibility.
That's right. That's right.
I do too.
I take responsibility for my singing and what it does to people.
Yes.
Indeed. Indeed.
We should do like a round table. Like we should do a sing along one night, like those celebrities did. With,
I think we'd lose subscribers that way.
I think Ronnie and his team should do a karaoke night. One night.
Oh Lord! How many times can you hear the man from down under?
You know, I heard some in our little chat. I heard some really good. You know, we've got the makings of a barbershop quartet, if you will.
Yep.
Did you download them and are you using them as voice snippets? For
Yes, I'm saving them for future reference.
Wow. Okay. Good work.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah. So we have not gotten together in a few weeks now. So I feel like we've got
lift, Joe. Far out. What have you been doing, man? You used to do this like 3 times a week, and I used to be like, "What the hell? What are you doing, Joe?" And now you're going to do once a month.
I burned myself out.
And you just got done telling me that I've inspired you to fix that white wall of yours. You've done such a great job. Looks amazing. Yes. Well done.
Larry says we look like a police lineup tonight.
Yep. Morning, Larry.
That's rough, Larry. Coming from a bloke who has a Care Bear as his DP.
Yes. I dropped in on Bob's show the other night. That was really good. The toy box. He was leading into the toy box. I think he was on another show, but anyway,
they do a good job.
I watched the news last night while I was eating my dinner.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just thought you might like to know.
What's the world like out there?
I don't know. Apparently, Mitch McConnell died.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Who?
You heard it here first. Mitch McConnell. You heard it here first.
Wait,
Speaking of important deaths, I would like to talk a little bit about Randolph Mantooth.
Dorothy Mantooth was a saint.
This man, when Emergency came on the air in 1972, there were 12 paramedic groups throughout the entire United States. And because of the show Emergency and Roy and Johnny, 46 states in the United States came up with paramedic programs. So I would venture to say that nobody in their time has done more to save lives than Johnny Gage or Randolph Mantooth. So I want to tip my hat to this gentleman who, well into his 70s and 80s, continued to speak at EMS conferences, and just what a great person overall. So
I hate to say it, mate, I'd never heard of her.
Really, you've never seen an episode of? Oh, you have to go on YouTube.
my.
And check out Emergency.
It was a great show.
I don't think I ever watched it either. Not even.
I'm sure she was. I'm sure she was a good bloke.
Whenever
And
Oh,
I'm,
put me at the
and I'm
top,
sorry to say that I misread that. My first blush, I thought it said, AKA Johnny Cage, and I thought, was he what?
I did.
Yep.
The same thing.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
Someone finished him during the week.
whenever I was little, I never seen like new episodes. I caught it in like syndication, and I absolutely loved that show. I'd go outside and I'd be playing like I was Johnny Gage, and I could still hear the tones go off.
Yes.
And
A lot of our firefighters in my township have set their tones on their phone to, oh yeah, Yorktown, yes, share that. Those lunch boxes are amazing.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
cool.
We should. That is something that I've always been scared to get into, is lunch boxes. I have a GI Joe lunchbox, but
It could
you
kill
know,
you.
oh my
You need a
goodness,
tetanus shot.
yeah.
I had a Empire Strikes Back one
Oh,
as a kid, and I forgot a milk carton in it the last day of school, and getting ready for the first day of school, Mom cracked that rascal open and was like, "You are an idiot."
mm-hmm.
It's like, "Yes, I am, Mom. Yes, I am."
Well,
Yeah,
rest in
fair,
peace, Johnny Gage, an
Yeah.
amazing guy who, long after his time in the spotlight, continued to work on behalf of EMS. So
It's hard to tell how many people's lives he's actually touched just by going out and promoting what he did.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely. So, all right. That having been said, why don't we go around the horn and talk a little bit about something that you might have picked up this week? So, some pickups. Anybody who would like to show off some stuff? Okay, Wes.
Ronnie's slow to the punch there, so I'll go.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
sausage fingers.
All right.
It's a
Wilson.
trash panda.
Yes.
It's Wilson, who I called Willie on my review, but it's Wilson.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
so-
like Willie like I like Deke.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Hey, Lady Sport, what's up?
Oh, and Lady Spartan arrived at just the right time.
And what's up, chat? Hope everyone's doing great on a Sunday. Or I saw Nate in there. It might be, it's still Sunday, but it's late. No, it's probably morning time. I don't know. So my Wave 2 figure came in of Operation Recall. Really good figures.
You haven't done any videos about him, Wes.
No, I know. I'll be getting to them eventually,
Yeah,
maybe next year.
Yeah,
Um,
I would have thought you'd be doing heaps of them. Like,
I mean, I could just shut down too,
would've
you
thought
know,
you'd
and
be
just not be
posting
seen
willy-
at all. That I could do
willy
that,
nilly
too.
about them, but haven't seen anything.
I gotta get that one.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's a must.
He's two January 6th for me.
Oh,
Damn, Ronnie.
I was getting ready to break
What
out in
happened on
country
January
roads.
6th?
Nothing.
Dude, the helmet on the pigeon does it for me. Like, I don't know
right?
what it is.
It's a dive bomber pigeon.
Homer has got a tactical helmet and vest, and it's amazing. On the, I think I did a video on it. On Bear Claw and Wilson, it showed on the drawing that he also came, like they had him drawn up with a vest and a little holder, which would have been really good. And I mentioned that on the, oh shit, I just dropped him.
Gone forever.
You never want to drop your willy.
Nope.
Revenant Leo. But yeah, those are. Oh, actually, I have one more pickup. I picked this up yesterday at the supermarket. It's wave 1 of the military series, from 2024. A little behind the times on HEB getting these in. I just saw it, never knew anything about it. Kind of cool.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Very.
I love those.
Very detailed.
Nice.
Got some facts.
Downright bougie.
There's
Battle facts.
It's hey everybody, it's a Johnny Lightning coming at you.
Cool.
Johnny Gage, Johnny Cage, and Johnny Lightning.
It's not a Johnny Cab, it's a Johnny Lightning.
Thank you for riding Johnny Cab.
All right, that's all I got. But yeah, it's a really cool Jeep. I'm like, God, this could be another rabbit hole I can go down on.
Yeah.
And a Porta Johnny.
Indeed.
So
Max's tagline.
You finally saw it?
Tagline.
That's funny.
So,
who else picked up something?
Yeah, let me talk about my shit.
let Ronnie go. Go, Ronnie.
Look at E-Man.
Dear Lord, you went hard. Like,
Okay. Every new He-Man there is.
Yeah, I got E-Man. But I mean, I showed all that stuff off the other night on Casey's show because he's my first love, Joe. Oh, yeah, he's horny. Can I just say, how awesome is this Skeletor? Do you guys have this Skeletor?
No, but it looks amazing.
It looks great.
Oh my gosh!
I don't have any of the Motu.
Yeah.
Modern.
I have that one.
Yeah.
Hey, of course.
Rowdy says I need to give you the hook right now.
even the cheap version is wild. Look at that. I bought this for $10. That's Australian.
That's the $10.
$5 American. Yeah, that's the $10 one. So that's it's the
$27 one.
The $27 one versus the $8 one, I suppose. Yeah.
Honestly, I think Skeletor is the best one out of the lot. I definitely liked that one. Other than the arm popping off in the middle of the video, but it was an easy fix. Yeah.
But look, I showed all that off the other night. Yesterday I bought 2 more Skelly Knights because I'm going to army build these guys. At $10 each, like these figures.
Are these AliExpress?
No, just
Joker says when you go down a rabbit hole, you don't disappoint.
This is true.
How good is that figure though? So now I've got 4 of those bastards. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. 4
of those for $10 though. Seriously, I'd get 2 vintage Joes for this box full of Motu that I bought.
Yes,
so I might as well. But yeah, I've had an interesting week. I also got some classifieds from Adam, which I showed off the other night too.
Nice.
Probably my favorite one of them. My favorite one out of all of those purchases was this guy. There he is.
That's a great figure.
He's an amazing figure. I've got Spirit kicking around here too somewhere. He's falling off.
I was just looking at Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome
that's.
figure.
I was just thinking. I was looking at on my shelf. I have Spirit right at the front, and I've got him some Action Force equipment and everything. I'd love to see an update. Just take away the pins. It's a great figure.
Yeah.
So here's a fun fact. Whenever they was sculpting that figure of Spirit, they wanted to use me as the model, and they was like, no, it'd be too amazing. So
someone mute Eric. Oh gosh,
that hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I would concur. I would say that Spirit, as far
mute
as
Eric, yeah, me too. Yeah.
as far as the retro, he was one of the best.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Did they do him in a retro?
No, they've got him in
So they
Slaughter
have him in a retro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Clutch says you've admitted America is better.
How did I do that? How did I do that?
America.
How did I do that?
Heck yeah!
How did I do that? What did I miss? Did I say something?
I don't know.
I stand by my claims that Australia is the greatest country in the world. I have numerous reasons for that, and they're hard to disagree with. But maybe some other time.
I will say that Australia was the Asian country that lasted the longest in the World Cup. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Arigato gozaimasu. Domo arigato gozaimasu.
That's awesome. That is awesome stuff. So, anyone else? Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Or if Max wants to go, I got.
No, go ahead.
I
You've
went-
been waving your hand a bit. I'll go last.
So I picked this up at the fest.
Flock of seagulls. What is that?
That is the classics Moss Man. I have him on card, but he's very, very expensive on card. And I wanted to be able to display him because Moss Man is the greatest Motu character ever. I don't care what they say.
Well, that man is totally flocked.
Yes, he is. But I got him.
I made mulch.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard. And then I made Sharper with her baseball bat.
That is a little like huge.
Yeah, well, it's actually 1/18th. So it
is it a wiffle ball bat?
No, it's just a baseball bat to keep Hillbilly in line. I made it trying to model it after my wife, and I showed her, and she's like, "You're a dork." I was like, "Yes, I am. I'm your dork."
Yep. But you're the kind of woman that marries dorks.
Yes. She said that she knew I could not survive on my own in the wild, so she had to. But that's all I got. Oh, and
all right,
Max. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
And
here we go.
Joe Ships.
Oh.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he did.
Ambassador.
Yeah.
Cthulhu Jr.
Yes.
All right.
That's awesome.
I'm off my soapbox.
All right.
So I'm just going to show off some things that I didn't show up earlier. Stuff I picked up at Joe Fest that I haven't shown before. So I did go kind of crazy with Monster Force. Got the Sleepwalker figure and tried taking the wolf head off of the neck that came with it and completely broke the jaw off. But good clean break. I was able to repair it, but that was disappointing. Let's see. Totally not Joe Colton.
Nice.
And let's see. And probably the one I wanted the most out of when they announced the line was the Eraser. So I got the Montwater version last year and got the actual guy this year. And this guy's amazing. I love this figure. The detail and the paint and the accessories and everything. It's a great figure. Oh, and got a good deal on a Night Viper at Joe Fest.
Nice.
And also got a good deal on the Superior Spider-Man at Joe Fest.
Nice.
It's Synapse. It's Synapse.
And the legs actually do what they said they would. It will support the figure. It will. They're pretty solid. So this is a very well balanced figure. It's a good.
Is that a Marvel Legends?
It is. It is Superior Spider-Man when Doc Ock had a hold of his body, of Peter Parker.
So since he did that, I guess that line's dead.
Yeah, they peaked.
They peaked. I'm pretty much done with Hasbro, or at least with Marvel Legends. Not done. I've got.
There we go.
Let's see. So I did pick up a few of these old Pursuit of Cobra figures. I got the Alley Viper and a Snake Eyes at Joe Fest, and I'd never heard of the line until I think back when Bobby B was doing his review of the new, like the classified Alley Viper when it came out. And he compared it to this guy. I thought, wow, okay, I'd never heard of that line before. And so I decided to pick up a couple of those. And just for the heck of it, today I actually did pick up a few comic books, if that's okay. I want to detail a couple of things. So Starman #0, which is actually the first issue of the series. This is my absolute #1 all-time favorite comic book. Great reading experience. I picked up pretty much the entire run at Joe Fest, and I was at Second and Charles, which is basically like Barnes or Books A Million, and they had a couple of copies of this. They had a good copy of Nth Man #1, so if Larry Hama makes his way to Joe Lanta this year, I'm going to get him to sign this, because getting a good copy of that series is kind of hard to find. And so I'm kind of rebuilding my collection, because about 15-20 years ago I pretty much got rid of everything, and so picked this up. And if you guys aren't familiar, this is it's called Shock Rockets. It was a miniseries that Kurt Busiek wrote with art by Stuart Emmeline. I think that's how you pronounce it. Great miniseries, sci-fi adventure about a guy. There's like a team of pilots that pilot these alien craft that they're bonded to, and he's kind of a reluctant recruit and everything, and it's just it follows his adventures. It was only ever one miniseries, so but I had it way back in the day, and Second and Charles had all 6 issues in good condition, and so I grabbed those too. So yeah, I am a true blue comic fan, and so I'm very happy to have all of those in the collection. And so I am now done. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, mine's gonna be quick. So I got in my Skull Crushers, which are something that I was considering canceling, actually, and I'm super glad that I did. So they made the cut, and another figure that comes with a bunch of items, and it comes with a blind bag for an extra head sculpt, so that was really good. But the thing this week, the thing that I'm look at this guy. I mean, just ridiculous. I mean, the sculpt, it comes with the season 1 head, which, you know, I know Maniac isn't a fan of, but like he's got an articulating beak, so you got like you're happy, you're sad, you know. He's just so good, and he's huge. Like if you put him next to another figure,
Wow. Yeah.
That is how much taller he is than a classified. So right there gives you some idea of how huge he is.
Look at them chicken wings.
Yeah.
Shout out to 6'10" Yojo Daddy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this thing makes me so happy, and it makes me happier than it should, really. But I'm gonna do a Sesame Street Dio. I've already started sketching it, and I don't know if after the tomb was a lot of work, but Sesame Street might be my next one.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
You just need to have that little tambourine jingle every time you get ready to show Big Bird on camera.
Well, and the cool thing, and I don't know how many people, and I don't remember the name of the person that was doing it, but they were doing like Pulp Fiction, Sesame Street one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
those amazing Muppets.
You see a sign out front that says Dead Muppet Storage?
Yes. So, they do come with posable hands where you can fit weapons in, and you can sculpt some things around their heads to give them a little bit more versatility. But yes.
Yep.
But
I never watched Sesame Street growing up.
That's why you are the way you are.
That explains
it.
That explains it.
I was always a Captain Kangaroo man.
That's why you can't talk right. Okay.
I think there's a lot more to explain why Eric is the way he is than not watching Sesame Street.
Hey, I try, man. I try.
Yeah. But oh boy, here we go. My dealer on Sesame Street always has the best grass. Indeed.
Nate does suffer from back pain, so
I mean, it's for his glaucoma.
You need to run old Big Bird through your tomb a couple times.
Nate's the retro stoner.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, for the longest times, everybody thought that Snuffleupagus, Big Bird was hallucinating him. So
May have been. Bad acid trip, buddy.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't have an opinion at all. Oh, come on now. You have to have an opinion.
I don't know what you're talking about on that.
You've never seen Pulp Fiction?
No.
That's a great flick. Great flick.
Also, I've never seen any of the Top Gun movies. They're horrible.
Well,
you can't say they're horrible if you haven't seen them.
You're hurting my heart.
Yeah. So following the running trick shot cringe, we are at 28 minutes into the show, and we have not gotten to our topic yet.
Let's get to it.
What? We're just 5 guys hanging out chatting.
Yeah. But
hey, if we were Lawrence, it'd still be an hour away.
Yeah, true. I mean, but first we got to talk about 90210 and all that good stuff. So when G.I. Joe came out, one of the first things that during the genesis of the project was they had gotten an art of the
he's frozen.
These
oh no!
There we go. But
froze JoeARAH.
Yeah, frozen JoeARAH. So
we were just getting to our topic too, Joe. Lift.
I know. This is nuts. But the intention was not necessarily for articulation, but it was a huge leap forward in what action figures were at the time. So am I back? Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So Sam Spears was really the one who spearheaded what
he
was,
what?
Yeah, he spearheaded it. I mean, he got maximum penetration, Ronnie. On what would make the action figures, if he wanted them posable, so that if he was throwing a grenade, he would be able to hold that pose. And that was considered an innovation for its time. Now, once we got to the 3.75, the Lord scale, then it became, about head swivel and tilt and all of that. So now, with all these advancements having been done, like, who are the people today that are pushing things forward, right? Like, there are people like me who are like, give me a bigger size of what I had when I was a kid. But then there's also people who are, give me something new. I want to see something different, right? So I figured that might be a good topic for tonight, to talk about some of the people that may be doing things a little bit different or adding to the value of what we're purchasing. And, I figured we could kind of go around the horn and see, who's.
He gone again.
He gone.
Fuck her up, Joe.
I love the way his face
good
is
and
frozen.
puckered.
And you're back.
Nice. So
Go around the horn and freeze.
yeah,
Yeah.
go around the horn and talk about, who the people are that are innovating for you personally, and kind of getting you excited about what the future of the craft is. So I don't know, Wes, maybe we start with you and kind of go around the horn a little bit.
Well, I think you all know me. I don't dive into that 6-inch world, but when I was at Joe Fest, there were what is it, Grindstone, the people that are behind, or I don't truly know who are behind Skeletron. What the is it Grindstone? Grindstone Toys.
Is
Skeletron.
Grindhouse is doing
Grindhouse.
Grindstone
different.
for the Skeletron.
But seeing those 6-inch figures that they do, hearing everybody's reviews on them, talking to Casey about it, and then Monster Force. If I had the additional, what do you call it, disposable income to go down that type of rabbit hole, that those are the two I would do, just because they're I just like what they're putting out. I know they've been doing it for a while, and it's kind of, it's just seeing it and paying more closer attention to it this last Joe Fest, and seeing everyone's reviews that I follow that are on it. Max, you did that review on the on that trooper, the Red Shadows trooper, and just that thing is amazing looking. Yeah. And they had them, stacked in all. Yeah, it's amazing. Now, the good thing with this line is they also provide this in my scale as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is, top notch. No complaints on it at all. Every joint, every movable part, it's not loose, it's not too tight. Everything works well. Yeah, so if I just had that additional disposable income to go down that rabbit hole, those are the two, as far as that scale would go. But thankfully, we got 5x5 toys, aka Delta 17. That, yes, it's still O-ring. There's not a lot to reinvent, other than the fact that, okay, we've added some swivel wrists. Operation Recall and Call Sign Longbow are doing the same thing, and that was presented back in 2021, I believe. But Delta 17 also came out without a Kickstarter. They didn't need to do a Kickstarter. and Steve with Delta 17, and just the way he wants to have that world built around this type of figure and kind of pay homage to the past and that nostalgic, not go too futuristic, really strikes my chord really nice. And so, yeah, those are the ones that come to mind for me. I know there are many others out there. There's, props to Warforged. Now, that's a lot smaller of a production. It's kind of a 1-for-1. Like, let me know if you need one, I'll make one type of thing. It's like level 7. These guys, they're not mass producing them to basically have a line out the door, but they're also the guys at Warforged. They're creating a whole backstory for every figure they come out with, and they're uploading it on their website. So they're not just they're really world building, and that's amazing what they're doing.
Nice.
And their figures are great too.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. I like the world building of, Warforged, Operation Monster Force, something that, it's familiar, but it's taking you in a new direction, right? It's giving you something new to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
So,
and it's not just aping the same stuff. It's not just G.I. Joe, but different. It might have its genesis in G.I. Joe because that's where we all started. But I like it's the inspiration, And so that's the thing that I really like. And I might not be a big O-ring collector, but I do like the fact that there's so much out there to choose from for people who are into it. I can't name them all, but I do like the idea of like getting a personalized figure. I may do that. I think Hillbilly, you did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on him to give me the call.
Yeah. So I want one.
Nate, are you talking about Rise of Nexus?
Yes. Yeah. That must be what he's talking about.
Spoiler alert, we're going to have them on Operation O-Ring or O-Ring Operatives, on Wednesday night. To let you know. No.
What's the name of your show?
Yeah.
Go to DQ.
O-Ring is the
Harper. That's a fantastic comeback.
So, Ronnie, you are a connoisseur of the Lord scale, and now only recently dabbling in the classified, as it pertains to what's available on AliExpress. But I'll tell you what, you've done a fantastic job of absolutely making me feel like an complete asshole when it comes to paying the prices that I pay for some of these. Like, it is well done. But are there any upcoming projects or things going on now that make you look at it and say, you know what, this is worth my time or money or anything like that?
And not from a G.I. Joe point of view. Most new releases from G.I. Joe are getting too expensive. Which brings me to a thought that I did have. Mattel are being very innovative. Mattel are being very, very innovative. I mean, you can go down the shop and buy something off the shelf for $10 Australian. That is innovation.
Saving the consumer money.
I can't disagree with that.
$10. $10.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're beautiful. I think innovation allows you to not only improve figures, but also improve efficiencies. And surely Mattel are doing something that in that area to be able to land this guy all over the world for around $5 American and selling for that on shelves everywhere. Like that is just amazing, absolutely amazing. And they're not crap figures. They are they're as good as anything that you can buy for $27.95 right now. So
if I can interrupt you for a moment, I got to give 80s Joe something.
Well, we're waiting.
No, he deserves a whiplash, I think.
Does he? All right. Well, then let's hear.
Now, are you a rusher or are you a dragger? Or are you going to be on my fucking time?
I'm going to be on your time.
Crikey.
Yeah.
That's my innovation for you. Finding a way to make things more affordable would be an unbelievable innovation. And as someone that's in business that has to compete regularly with people who can be cheaper, this is just a key tenet of any business. Increasing profits is one thing, but also making your product more accessible, more affordable, so you sell more of it.
Yes,
right.
You also just said more accessible logistics.
Yeah,
like that's another reason why I ended my classified line back. I don't know, 2020. It wasn't too long after the HIS was funded, but I couldn't find anything anywhere, any Target. Oh, this is going to be a Target, the Target exclusive Cobra Trooper, Target exclusives art, whatever. I'm like, I already knew I wasn't going to be able to find it. Somehow the Targets in Texas don't get shit. And
welcome to West Virginia.
And I basically was just this. I was like, it shouldn't be this hard when you want to be a collector, because I don't want to wait 6 months and find it. Someone upcharging me on, on a website,
freight.
Right, paying freight. And the nostalgic wasn't there for me in that line to begin with. I was just, I got in it at first because it's G.I. Joe and it's new. So got to keep the brand going. Got to keep, the brand that I love. I thought that I was like, honoring it by buying it. And I'm like, well, they can give a shit about me.
Yeah.
And, they're just, they made it too hard to get. So definitely logistics, on top of what Ronnie was saying, marketing and availability. It's just,
No, I definitely, agree with the value proposition for the dollars that they want right now. And this is, maybe a good intro to some of the things that I wanted to talk about. Like you've got, Mythic Legions has this, troop builder, and it was like $45 when it came out, and you could get multiple figures. It has multiple arms, multiple legs, like multiple weapons. It's got all these things in it, and, to me, I need to get more out of a figure. That's where, Operation Monster Force and Gridiron, these Skull Crushers come in, is that it just comes with heaps of stuff that not only can I use with this figure, but any other figure in the line. Like, if somebody needs to explain to me why Classified right now has 2 or 3 different neck pegs. Like I can't just take, Cover Girl's head from the first Cover Girl and swap it with the second Cover Girl. Like that's insanity.
I think they do that on purpose.
It's laziness.
It's definitely not updating a figure to make it better. Like, okay, we did that. We saw that, and from 82 to 84, then Hasbro was like, let's make the heads go up and down. Okay, that's innovative. That's not trying to dick the consumer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
I know
This is what they're doing now.
Some of the, but I know this from getting some of the first 50 classifieds from Adam this week. The first thing I said when they rocked up, so he sold me some classifieds from the first 50. The first thing I said when they rocked up was like, these come with so much stuff. No wonder you guys are on a Hasbro for not putting things in with their figures anymore. Because these guys come with so much stuff that I just like. They don't even need this stuff. Why did they supply these 3 guns with this Alley Viper? What the hell's going on here? But the latest releases, like Toxo Viper, looks like it's going to do the job. Looks like it's a Toxo Viper. But what, they just give you a couple of blast effects and say it's done? Airtight's another one. You're like, Airtight did the job.
Oh.
But nothing there that was just like, oh, wow, this is value for money. No, they just keep taking things out, pumping the price up. Like, it's just like, come on.
Well, and it's funny because the Airtight, this is the classified version, but he comes with what you would think is the retro version.
Yeah.
The classified version should be that updated, right? It's the classified version with new additions, new updated equipment or whatever. The retro, it looks like the original. And so they just gave us the retro one and in the classified box. And, and I find it hilarious that, and I've said this before, that the retro Techno Viper comes with less, costs more than the classified version, but you can get the classified version for $20 on Amazon from different sellers. It's like you can still get it for $20. Like, I don't think they really thought that one through.
There he is. Adam.
Welcome, sir.
There he is.
Yes.
But one of the interesting things is the and this maybe revolves more around con exclusives, is we're going to make everything clear, or we're going to have a translucent version of an existing figure. But here is one.
Oh yeah.
Tell me this isn't awesome. Like, this to me is actually being innovative, and at the same time, it's an amazing figure. It's a great tribute to somebody. And Eric, do you have him out? Oh yeah, there we go. I mean,
beautiful.
And he is your money's worth.
Yes.
The throwing stars come off. The swords come out. The claws come off. His nugget cover comes off.
That's not what I think of nugget cover when you say nugget cover. That's what I think.
But I mean, it's a great fig, and it come with a stand.
Yes. Yep.
I love these stands, even though they're clear, because they're my favorite color, clear. But still, it is a great figure. And it's not much off from this one. And they've got the swivel wrists, and they carry everything on their backpack. It's like a Christmas miracle.
Yep. No, I think as consumers at this point, hey, Joe Fan.
Hey, Joe Fan.
I think at this point, where we all are is just trying, we want to give companies our money, but we have to get something in return. Oh, there we go. Hey, Dusty.
Dusty, what's up?
But we have to get something in return, and it has to be something, if it's not new, just worthwhile. I mean, that's the innovation today. Like, how many more things can they come up with, right? Like, back in the 80s, it was Zartan's skin changed color, right? Then we had neck swivels. We had nowadays we have wrist swivels. But what is the investment that we're giving them? Like, if we're going to spend $40, or $50, I want this, right? Like I want all this stuff. I want multiple heads. I want gear. I want, swappable,
Good quality plastic.
Good quality plastic. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3 different types of headgear. You've got 3 different heads. You've got all these hands. You can swap out the name. You can swap out the kit. To me, that's where we're going to innovate now moving forward, because what are we going to do outside of that? Are we going to, invent something new? Like we've already done changing color. We've already done, spring-loaded firing mechanisms and those little motorized. What were those G.I. Joe? Like
the battle accessories that were motorized started in '87.
Yes.
Those things are crap.
Yeah.
That might be why I don't remember them.
But we, I think a lot of us had them. A lot of us had them. Like I had the anti-aircraft one where the gun was like in the backpack and just went back and forth like this. Like, and Sharky makes a good point here. There's value for money and perceived value. And
let's cut costs and just repaint.
Yeah. Well, they're banking on they're trying to make as much money, and they're banking on our nostalgia, thinking they've got us and we'll just give them. But if Bobby Valla, he who shall not be named, is to be believed.
If Casey was here, he'd be making the case right now.
Right. Well, he has said that the Destro and the Despoiler is one of their poorest offerings in recent years. It's done the pre-orders have done incredibly poorly, and because nobody believes that thing is worth $110. I've only talked to one person who said he thought it was worth that much. The Destro figure might be good, but they don't see the value in this oversized flying contraption that is Destro's Despoiler. And so it's like everybody's just waiting for it to go on sale. And, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I mean, the Stinger, they underproduced the Vamp and then overproduced the Stinger. I got the Stinger for $50, and when it was going for $100. So
I seen it for 60 the other day.
Yeah. One guy was selling the MMS for 60 at Joe Fest, and we're at that point. We're at that point of the price. At least for me, and I think if some of the insider, information is to be believed, we are at that point where, no, I'm not paying that. It's just, I mean, yes, there will be people that maybe they're reviewers and they're making enough money off of their channel that they can afford it, and they're using that to feed the beast so they can continue to do the reviews of what people probably want to see. That's why we go to reviewers, to see what the quality is and all that kind of stuff and hear somebody's opinion on it. But at the end of the day, it's like the average consumer is like $110 for this thing. No, I'll wait. And so, yeah.
So, talking
completely
about
agree.
My thought on innovation. Let me see here. Operation Eagle Force. These guys, absolutely love them. They come with different heads, different hands. Like gear, come with different gear, come with stands. They have thigh articulation or a thigh cut on them, and they're 4-inch figures.
Yeah.
And then you jump back over to Delta 17, and they're doing stuff like this, vac metal. Something Hasbro said can't be done. But look at this beast. It's absolutely beautiful. And they're planning to where the guns come off. So they can make new attachments. The backpack comes off. Then you can take it off the chassis. You could put O-ring figures on this thing's nugget. And then
Or the nugget on the O-ring.
yes. And then you jump over to level 7 and they're doing O-rings. Love this guy.
Oh, that's
Yes,
nice.
Yeah. I painted him. That's why it looks so rough. I'm not
Oh, it looks great.
That looks
good. I wouldn't have thought
looks-
that you was hand painted. That looks professionally done.
And then they're doing these guys in 4-inch scale, and they come with so much stuff. Different hands. He comes with a projector to the nether region, whatever it was called.
Phantom Zone.
Yeah, the Phantom Zone, and a kryptonite chain, and then the man himself.
Yes.
These figures are like butter. I mean, just smooth. And he comes with so much stuff.
Yeah.
But you can go to Marauders if you're talking about like money's worth. Build her, and let me see. I built her. I go to the booth at Joe Fest, plunk down $25.
Mm-hmm.
You get to pick out your body. You get to pick out a nugget. You get to pick out a belt. You get to pick out chest gear, a knife. I got her a ball. A what? Okay.
You already said nugget.
Yeah. But you can get all this stuff, and you get a bag full of stuff, and you get take them home and put them together like this dude right here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I
It
dig it.
is tactical Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, it's a tactical Build-A-Bear.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, Yo Joe Daddy. Good to see you.
There he is.
Yes.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah.
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 I just I think that's the era we're in is, how much blood can you get from a stone, right? So, we've got,
Somebody's in robot mode.
uh-oh. Is it me? It could be me. It
I
could
don't
be
know.
me. One of the other groups of people are the 3D printing folks.
Yes.
Who are coming up with not only things like this, which are, our nostalgia itch, but then also Rowdy just came up with a brand new vehicle at Joe Fest, right? Like some of you guys got to actually see it in person, but, I think some of those folks are our next best hope for something new, something, interesting. I just noticed this, Ronnie. Is that an Orco?
That's Orco.
That's awesome.
Phenomenal. But these 3D printers, whether it's Gridiron or Rowdy Toys or any of those groups. Rowdy's been like running silent. She's just hanging out there waiting for me to mention you. Like this is where we're at. But so 3D printers are our good hope, but also here's something interesting. Now, not cheap, but comes with a lot of stuff. Right, so we've got Frankenstein's monster from Four Horsemen, and it comes with practically the whole lab. Like it comes with the table, it comes with all the electrodes, it comes with all the wiring. If you're gonna pay for something, give us something, right? So,
how much is that set?
I think I paid $70 at the time. 70.
A lot of stuff.
And,
Wow.
and he comes with 3 heads, multiple different outfits, everything that goes into the lab. It comes with like jars with heads in it and electrodes and books and all like there's just so many accessories that go with it. You know, I don't mind paying a little bit more, but give me something. So
Yeah.
610.
and Jezza picked up his mauler. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's not a bit excited about that.
Yeah, not at all. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't know why he'd be so excited.
But you know, Max, I know you sent me some graphics and some other things. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about, you know, what kinds of things get you excited, or, you know, make sense to you, or scratch that itch.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I did. I forgot. I didn't bring my Conan figure down here. While the Heroic Signatures Conan, that's not exactly innovative necessarily because it's got single jointed elbows, but I've watched videos with the designer and kind of listening to his logic as to why he designs it. He didn't want to break up the sculpt of the chest, and so he designed a new type of butterfly joint. It doesn't go back, but it goes way forward, so he can get a two-handed. He can hold a sword right in front of him, and I can appreciate that. But what I don't like is the fact that he doesn't have the traditional bicep cut, because he also didn't want to break the sculpt up there. So he's wanting to preserve the form and while working around that. So there is the shoulder, the upper shoulder rotates. So you get something like a bicep swivel or a swivel arm battle grip at the shoulder, and it works fairly well. It gets a little gappy in the shoulder, so I can appreciate the fact that he's trying something new, and but I do think that there's some flaws here and there, like the forearms are really flat to accommodate a really good beyond 90-degree bend. It just doesn't look natural. I think he should have just gone with the straight standard double jointed elbow, and it would have been perfect. But the fact that he's thinking of the physicality of Conan and trying to preserve as much of the musculature without breaking it up, and yet still keeping the range of motion, I can appreciate the fact that somebody's out there trying to do something new. Let's see. Did I send you a Skeletron pic? I've got this figure here. Talking about Skeletron. Did I send you a picture of Skeletron? So,
I don't think you sent me a Skeletron, but
okay. Well, I was just going to say that this is only the first Skeletron figure that I've gotten, that I've picked up, and the more I have played around with it and looked at the accessories and everything, and the detail and the paint, this is about as near to perfection as we are likely to get. It's like kind of like every figure I would imagine that Skeletron does is like this. You know, it's got really good paint apps, really good detail. The plastic is solid. There's a really good butterfly joint. Everything moves smoothly. Everything, you have extra hands, you have extra accessories. Everything can be stored on this guy just about. It's kind of like the vest pegs off very well. So the peg system, it's pretty much, think of the 6-inch scale figure and like think of the perfect figure in terms of articulation and plastic quality, and you're going to get this. And it's almost like, is Hasbro capable of that? Yeah, I think I've had obviously there's quite a few really good G.I. Joe classified figures, but they only occasionally have they given us a pegged vest, like say Budo, and that one's pretty good. But the quality or the plastic is pretty hard, pretty tough, thick, and it doesn't have a lot of pliability to it, and it limits the range of motion in the butterfly joints. This has got one of the best butterfly joints of anything. I mean, I do think that Valiverse right now has probably the best, and I can really appreciate the fact that, yes, this is something that they've been doing for a while. He started the line with the purpose of having better range of motion so that you could get a two-handed grip on that particular figure, as well as new weapons. I mean, new overlays. I really appreciate that. They're getting better at the peg system so that you can peg it on and off. I mean, the first vests were very hard to get on and off, or well, hard to get back on. Oh, let me get my Blackbeard. So one thing that I like about the Blackbeard here, and well, it's on the Vane figure as well, is new modularity. So, he has a new port system, and you probably can't see it very well, but there's new tabs here, like new little kind of hooks, so that you can, it's not just a mushroom peg. So it's something that you can pop in and out with ease, and it stays secure. I'm having a little trouble with this guy, to be honest with you, but on the Vane figure, very good. It's very good. I didn't even realize it at the time until I did it showed it on my review, the figure that, the knife system, they've got dual sheaths, pegs off, really like that. And it goes back in there and it stays, and it's pretty secure. So that's something that I can appreciate. So I consider that innovative. Talking about Monster Force. Now this is something that I have been waiting for, like plastic that is actually pliable, that's thin and flexible, but not flimsy. It's like, where has this been? Like, why is Hasbro not? Valaverse probably needs to work on that in that area, I think. Like Jester's overlay is a little too thick. The Sergeant Slaughter vest, the Covert Ops Condor, very stiff, very, hardly any flexibility to it. So, but this doesn't, this figure right here, there's a number of different Marvel Legends figures. I'm thinking of Mr. Fantastic. Any Marvel Legends cape should be like this. And it's typically very thin or very thick, unflexible. It almost weighs as much as the figure. It drives me up a wall. Let's see, here's my ambassador figure. And so, even this, you can, very, very pliable, very flexible, and so you can probably it kind of has a tendency to stay. The front stays a little bit better, but yeah, I really appreciate that. Like, why are we not getting that as opposed to, say, the Iron Grenadier, right? It's like, look at how, yes, there's some flexibility to it, but it is thicker. And I tried, and it limits the range of motion in the hips. I actually heated this guy up and moved the figures, the legs forward to try and mold the bottom of the jacket around it. It didn't stay as very well as I would have liked. And then I've also, I cut a slit up the back here to kind of give me a little bit more range of motion, so that because it's just too thick, and I don't know why that is. I'm sure they can do it, but I'd love to know the reason behind, an Iron Grenadier figure versus a lab coat for Dr. Rand. And another thing that I find innovative, and this was an interesting conversation that I had with Adam from the Nameless Toy Company, because he's doing the Space Zombies from Mars line. I don't know if you guys that were there talked to him or not. So I mentioned this in my Wayun video because I kind of learned about it by accident when I accidentally popped the knee joint out. The knee was a little bit, it was kind of frozen up, and I heated it up, and it just, the whole thing, the knee unit and the elbows are completely separate. It's not the, where they injection mold the joint, and then they put it into a mold and injection mold the arms or the legs, the upper and lower around it. It's actually its own little system. And then they, it's got a port and a peg, and ports into the upper arm or the lower arm, or the upper leg and the lower leg. And the Mattel Masters of the Universe figures are like that. And I was talking to Adam from that about why that is, or are we going to start seeing that? And I think they may be doing that with the Zombies from Mars figures, but he was explaining to me that it's a new system for it allows more freedom for change, and if you want to in the old system, if you wanted to make a change to say the lower arm, you'd have to change everything in like the mold. It's like all one unit essentially. And so if you want just one change to a mold, well, you've got the forearm mold, and that's all you have to change. You don't have to change anything else. So it gives them a little more, I guess, freedom, I suppose. Maybe that's the right word. And probably is more cost effective. And I initially thought it was a little on the, my first thought was it's a little cheap. But now that I've seen it and I understand the logic behind it, I can see how that, it makes sense and probably could speed up productivity maybe. But anyway, we're probably going to start seeing that type of joint system more in different toy lines. I don't think Hasbro's going to implement it anytime soon. I think they're probably going to, they're still doing pin joints on occasion. So, so those are that's kind of like my broad overview of the things that just kind of little things here and there, little tweaks and adjustments that we're seeing. Because essentially in a 1/12 scale, the articulation is pretty standard at this point. Not much change there. It's just how do we improve the actual function of it. So,
Max, got a question.
Yes.
I was having issues a while ago. I did not realize I was muted. I muted myself somehow. Who made that Conan figure?
It's Heroic Signatures.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Oh yeah, it's a great looking figure. Comes with a lot, and the quality, the quality of the plastic is pretty good. But like I said, it's just a little gappy in the shoulder, and the forearms are a little weird looking. But legs are good. You can you have a shirt, you have different heads, you have different hair pieces, you have a helmet, different weapons, and axes, swords, all kinds of stuff. And he goes well with He-Man and my Gold Hilder figure as well. So hopefully my John Carter will go on the shelf next to him if I can get a replacement.
He actually looks like me with my shirt off. So
well, I'm sure he was molded after you. He was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was one of the most unfortunate Instagram stories I think I've ever seen in my life. It definitely took the wind out of me for sure for the day.
I all I did was I was just trying to work the work the joints a little bit and just snapped right off. And I've been waiting on that figure. I'm a big I like John Carter. I'm a big fan. So, and I like Frazetta's artwork too. So, yeah.
And I'm wondering if, some of the innovation, moving forward isn't also looking back. Like, the Dusty classified figure, the fact that it didn't have soft goods on the neck nape, the neck cover. Just little things like that, like soft goods. I'm a huge proponent of soft goods. I know that it's not the cheapest thing, but at the same time, if you look at the movement of a figure, that's something, the articulation, the ability to pose a figure is what the consumer wants right now. The Viking that Eric just got and that I've had, that has a soft goods cape on it that you can pose that cape however you want it. And I know that there's a certain contingent amongst us where wired capes and everything. Like even at this point in my collecting journey, if you give me something that's soft goods that gives me a little bit more articulation to it, like that's a win. That's moving something forward. Go ahead.
And one thing that I forgot to mention too is that in comparison, so I had the first couple of figures from Monster Force, and they had the more standard, traditional, double jointed elbows and knees, right? Well, the new system that I was mentioning with the Star Trek figure, I mean, General Brown has the same system. Dr. Rand has the same system. Of course, it's the same legs. The ambassador here, he has that kind of. So in comparison, I have to say this type of system is definitely much more fluid, and I don't feel like I have to fight it. The only downside is that it might potentially be, it might cause more looseness. The joint might get a little too loose. Like if the elbow or the knee joint is not as well produced. So that's something like the quality of the joint system has to be there in order for it to really. I'm more concerned about the knees because if you can't hold the pose, if you bend the knee and it won't hold it and it falls over all the time, then it's kind of useless. But that's the only concern that I have. But so far, what I've been able to see is that it's very fluid. You don't have to heat it up. It just it just moves like butter. And
that's
no.
That's the issue. That's the issue I have with the Four Horsemen, line is that the balance is off. So like, I have a female character, and her name's escaping me at the moment, but she has like a bird and a skeletal bird, and she's got a skeletal dog and all these other things with her, but she's not very balanced. So like when you get her into certain poses, if you don't have like a stand or something to go with her, it's not going to happen. And that to me is an issue. But Eric, we are over time a little bit here, but is there anything for you that maybe hasn't been discussed yet that is an advancement, or somebody that's doing something that that is moving things forward for you?
Just basically what I hit on earlier, the Boss Fight Studio, the stuff that they're doing with the Agent of Omega. Man, that figure is like butter. I mean, just butter. But that's about. And then, like I said, Super 7 and Eagle Force. I mean, they're doing so much good stuff. And then you have Boss Fight that's doing the new Hellboy stuff. And I'm going to go broke.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing is. And I think Podcast from the Pit, Night Shift is going to be doing something coming up here on independent and smaller companies and what they're doing. So I don't want to steal Casey's thunder there, but so keep an eye out for that. But I think that innovation now is about value. It's about being able to do more with less. Right, because we understand that these companies need to make a profit, and but at the same time, as a consumer, you need to be able to do more with the figures that you're given. Like, look at that, like what Wes is showing, like right now, like that is so cool. That is so neat, and he comes with so many accessories. Yeah. I mean, 3 3/4, 6 inch. It doesn't matter. It's the value for the product at this point. I think that Savage Crucible came out with that black light, glow in the dark stuff, and that's cool. But is it worth the investment? And I think that's where we all are as consumers now. Is either make it look really good or make it really posable, or in the best of all worlds, make it look really good and really posable, and give us multiple options so that we can do more with it. I think
More
Yeah,
flock.
that's Super 7.
More flocking.
But yeah, more bang for your buck, right? It's if you're
Let's
going to
have
buy
a-
one figure, it's like, can you do multiple things with the figure? Can you have multiple heads, multiple hands, multiple weapons, different looks? That's one thing that I really dig about this eraser figure. You have your invisibility, you have tons of different weapons, you have a couple of different overlays, as well as the sculpted, the bandaged look, that sort of thing. So I consider like they're giving you more, and in addition to some really tight paint apps on this guy. Now compare that to the Night Viper here, and I was concerned that these weapons would be very flimsy, and this is a solid figure for what it is. I don't think it's worth 30, but well, if I had my druthers, this would be, like these guys would be 20 and these guys would be 30 something, like 32.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I do think that the Monster Force, they give you more, so they charge more. But if Hasbro could charge $40 for this, they absolutely would. But this is an example of a solid figure. This is really one of the best figures lately from Classified that I've gotten. And the backpack fits. The only thing is that, paint apps, they really skimp on paint. I mean, they could add some paint apps to the backpack, to the rifle. But structurally, really solid figure. And when they want to, I think this is all new tooling as well. So, I'm not saying that I'm Classified as dead. It's just what they're doing to it. It's just, you can tell they're cutting corners more and more. So, people are going to probably buy fewer figures, but get more enjoyment out of that one or two figures that they might have gotten out of the 7 that they got from Classified.
So this guy, this undead builder from Mythic Legions, is up to $65 now, but it comes with 4 heads, 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of legs, multiple weapons, multiple accessories, and everything else. And you can do more with it. I don't think I would prefer if that $65 was $45 like it was, but that's where we are right now. So but all right. So gentlemen, let's go around the horn. Ronnie, what do you got coming up?
I'm going to record a few things this afternoon. I have another figure here from AliExpress. Nice. So I'm going to crack that open. I'm also going to crack open a few random toys that I have sitting here as well. So I'll record them on my channel. I'm also cooking up a couple of live streams. So watch this space. Should be good.
I hope one of these days I will rank enough to make it to one of the live readings of the comics, because those are phenomenal. I always love those. I think that's one of the greatest things, aside from your game shows that you do, is the live reading of comics.
Let's set it up. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, absolutely.
But,
yep.
Wes, what do we got coming up on O-Ring Operatives?
So Wednesday, O-Ring Operatives, we're going to have Rise of the Nexus Carlos on. His Kickstarter ends, I think, in 10 more days. And before that, though, I'm sorry, Ronnie, but I do have another video coming out tomorrow morning.
No, that's fine. I'll watch them all. I do.
And it's going to be a look over of this guy.
Nice.
So Saul Eagles review tomorrow, and Tuesday morning release time, whatever. Operation O-Ring Repair. Got another video of that coming out. And then, since Podcast from the Pit is not going to be going on air this Saturday morning, this next Saturday, I am going to be doing a show. I got Casey's blessing to fill in for that morning. We're going to be I'm going to be talking about I have it's a working title right now, but basically it's cartoons and cereal.
Nice.
Our favorite cartoons back in the day, and what our favorite cereals were back in the day.
That's cool. That's cool.
That'll be good.
Very cool.
I figured
in my case, it would be the cereal that my mother wouldn't let me have.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that Boo Berry was the best, but I never had it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, and also, I'll save it for the show, but yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Very cool. Hillbilly, now that we've spoiled the fact that Podcast from the Pit is taking a hiatus.
Yep. Casey is going to Kentuckiana, and I am going racing. So
Nice.
we're going to a 2-night racing event. So I'll be out of the holler. I'll crawl out of this holler and go to it. So
Nice. Very cool. Max, what do you got coming up?
I still have a few things from Joe Fest to open, and I am probably going to do a review on a couple of them. Some of them, they're figures that have come out this year, but I still want to throw my 2 cents out there. And I have some ideas that I'm working on. I still need to do some more comic-oriented stuff, some reviews there. And I'm going to try and do the 3rd compendium retrospective, but try to make it shorter. I'm going to try and maybe just talk about different story arcs so I can shorten it. And thanks to everybody who sat through the whole hour and a half that I did on the last one. So you guys are champs, legends. So yeah, I want to do some more stuff along those lines. And I have some ideas that I haven't done yet, but I'm going to call it Throwback Thursday. So, and I'll probably, that's where I will, like any significantly older stuff, let's just throw back to I'm going to do it on Thursdays or post it on Thursdays and talk about older vintage stuff. And whenever I feel like it. Yeah. So
very cool.
And and then Wes and Casey and I we're currently recording Trekkie Tuesdays. So once we get about 6 episodes done, we will start posting those. So we'll be doing a retrospective on Deep Space Nine. So
I thought I smelled Trekkies.
Deep Space Nine podcast.
It's in the name, man.
I thought you said Tricky Tuesday, and I was thinking, why didn't you invite me?
Yeah. So I had a blast today. I was doing some figure photography. I'm going to do some of that for Instagram this week. But next week I have a very special guest, and if you pay attention to the verbiage, a very special guest. I have a guy who's kind of a big deal next week.
Can't imagine who that could be.
He's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I'll be back on, lads.
Yeah. So Punk with Toys is going to be joining me next week, and we're going to be doing
on his show.
A Sunday.
He's going to come on and tell everyone how good the Destro's the spoiler is.
We're going to be doing BMX versus skateboarding in the 80s.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's I was a BMX kid.
Is Lawrence a skateboarder? Is Lawrence a
skateboarder? Skater.
Yeah.
He was a
skater. I never knew that. I
would have never knew that.
Yeah. So
I only just found out the other day he's got a daughter named Olivia and a dog for him.
Skater died, dude.
And an ex-wife called Susan.
We may get into the Luke.
The saddest thing about all this, Joe, is he doesn't watch, so he won't get to see me paying him out. Yeah.
He also doesn't know who Dr. Venom is.
Yeah. We're gonna spend the first half of the show explaining who Dr. Venom is, and the second half on BMX versus Skater Kids.
No, I actually I tagged him on my Instagram post when I did that.
Nice.
So 8 hours after you get through finding out about what's going on with him.
So it'll be interesting.
We love
I'm
you,
sure.
Lawrence. We love
Yes.
you, Lawrence.
Yes,
Was that-
we do.
Was I talking out
Good
loud?
things come in. Good things come in small packages, Lawrence.
All right.
He's not
well,
short. He's stocky.
Yeah, look, he's fun sized. All right.
Did nobody get a picture of him and 6'10" Daddy next to each other this year?
I don't think there's an angle that exists where that would happen. One of he'd have to squat down, or Lawrence had to get on a step ladder.
He'd been
we're
like-
making it happen next year.
He'd been like 6'10's mini me.
Yeah,
We're making it happen next year.
Well,
It should be our duty next year at Joe Fest to make sure we get a photo of 6'10 with
There you
Lawrence,
go.
multiple photos of him. Everyone needs to get their own photo of 6'10 with Lawrence and post it.
well, thank you everybody that hung in with us tonight. We appreciate it. Nice sticker there.
Subscribe to Wes. Subscribe to me as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah.
losing subscribers more than gaining them. I don't know what's going on. People hate me.
We don't hate you.
Oh, wow.
But we appreciate everybody. Like, subscribe, check us all out on Instagram and YouTube, and we will check you out next week. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Gentlemen, that was